Good morning. It is ANZAC Day here in New Zealand, which is our day for commemorating First World War, specifically Gallipoli. Because that makes it a long weekend, I thought I would do another writing stream, which is kind of all I've got planned for today. I'm going to do this, get some writing done, and then I might spend the whole afternoon reading. Or possibly I'm going to finally use this easel that I got and do some painting. But either way, it's going to be chill. So, my plan for the day. Jillian says she's going to be here. She says she is running late. So you'll just have to bear with me, only me, until Jillian arrives. So who all is here? Oh, good morning, Billy. So happy to have you. Are you doing more sculpture today, or is it a French lesson day? I'm going to keep writing my work in progress. Guide and Mysteries. I'm enjoying the momentum I've got on it. Just had my breakfast and I kind of wolfed it down. Sticking in my throat a little bit. Sculpture. Oh, I'm happy to hear it. I'm very curious about what the new one is and what it's gonna look like at the end. So cool. So we don't. Yep, Jillian's still not here. Where is? Yeah, I don't know. She just said running late, but we'll be there. Weather here this morning is pretty stormy. We had a big storm last night. So it's still windy and sunny, but if yesterday was anything to go by, it could just be sunny for a bit and then rain and then sunny a bit. Ooh, a bust. Cool. We had to make busts and heads in art class in high school out of clay, and everyone's collapsed. We had to do this like coil thing for the neck and then build the head out, and everyone's clay just collapsed in on itself. We ended up making flat masks. I think one person in the whole class got an actual head out of it at the end. Good times. Your approach is probably better. It is making me want to paint though. Maybe I will paint today. Maybe that'll be the thing. I'll read for a bit and then I will paint. Let's do a warm up. We had the Villains Tarot yesterday, so we're going to use the movie tarot this morning. Oh, yes, I do paint. I started it again last year in lockdown, about a year ago, in fact, just a bit over a year ago. I did it all through high school and in my 20s, and then I kind of decided that I should put all of my creative energy into writing, so that's what I did. But then I realized that I can do both. So if you look, this painting right here, it's the view out of a plain window. I painted that one, which is actually kind of unlike my other style, but I really like it. My dad paints, so I learned it from him, I guess. Although he doesn't paint so much anymore. The trimmers make it pretty hard for him. I like to do it. Oh, we've got Jillian. Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
No, all good. You know what I realized just now that I forgot to do? I forgot to introduce myself. I've been blathering on about my plans for the day and talking to Billy about art, but I haven't introduced myself. I'm Jamie. I write urban fantasy and gay romance. And welcome to Jillian, who is wearing an incredible Dangerfield shirt.
I am like double cats today. I've got the Dangerfield cats, but I've also got the Dangerfield cat badges on. Yes. I didn't plan this. It was just this is the only jumper that I have that worked with this collar.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Billy. So,
I got out the movie tarot.
Oh, fantastic. I am Jillian St. Kevin. I am the author of Gaslamp Fantasy with an LGBTQ plus focus, and I have a great excuse for running late today. Do you want to hear it?
Okay, please tell me.
So I am house sitting. This is the house with many cats.
Yeah.
And I was planning to move out of here today, but last night I discovered that my brother-in-law had a flight to Australia that left at 4 a.m. Well, he had to leave the house at 4 a.m.
Oof.
Now, when I'm not sleeping with George, he is sleeping with George. George is the puppy.
Yes.
So if I kept stuck to my original plans, he would have gotten up at 4 a.m., at which point George would be awake
Yes.
and unsupervised, at
Yeah.
which point the entire house would be awake at like 4:05. So I kind of did a half move out, like I grabbed my clothes and everything, but I left my monitor here because I had a feeling that I would be back for the stream in this house.
In the south. Yeah.
Really glad I did.
Yeah.
But so I was in a different place entirely, and my plans had changed because of George. And then at 8:45, I decided to take George for a quick 15-minute walk. We got back to the house at 9:45. I
Great.
love George. He was not his true self this morning.
Yep, that's very fair. Very fair indeed.
Yeah, we are trying to train him to walk nicely on a lead, and I think the week that I've been with the cats, nobody has been like making sure that he behaves himself because he was atrocious. I think we did a 15-minute walk, but it took us an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, puppy training. I almost couldn't get out of bed because Mochi came back to bed and sat on my legs, and it was warm and lovely, and she was purring, and I didn't want to move. But I eventually was hard-hearted at 20:09 and got up and had a shower. She is outside now, sulking about it. So
yeah,
she could have stayed in bed with Anna. Anna had a big day yesterday and is still in bed. She could have, but she decided to go outside and sulk.
Offended. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Tell me when to stop shuffling.
Let's stop now.
Right. Ooh, 9 of Swords.
Wow. That is a really attractive 9 of Swords.
It's beautiful, that purple. A little Illuminati behind the swords there.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Illuminati, have you seen Weird Al's cover of Royal?
I have not.
It's beautiful. It's called aluminum foil. Actually, it might just be called foil, but it is incredible, and I will find a link that you can share with the stream.
Okay, Swords, 9 of Swords, Power of the Mind. The third eye, good faith, busy mind, suspicion, and fear as well. Despair, misery, shame. So very cerebral. Maybe about overthinking a little bit. Yeah. Meditation. Such a cool card. Haven't had that one before from this deck. So this is my warm-up book, ANZAC. I'm going to write longhand. Oh, yeah, so we didn't explain this warm-up at all. This is, gosh, it's been so long since I hosted one of these, Gillian.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a creative exercise to kind of get the brain out of logical thinking mode and into fun, creative, expressive mode.
Yes.
We're going to use the tarot card and the imagery as a prompt to just, for the next 5 minutes, just get everything that image conjures up out of our brain onto paper. It's not about editing or producing something that we're necessarily going to use. It's just all about warming up our creative muscles for the work that's ahead.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to do 5
Oh,
minutes.
hey, thank you, AGM. It is awesome to have you joining us. And yeah,
Oh, hey.
we've been doing this for a while, and it's always fun.
You
I
know,
think
it's
because
almost
there's
our
such
1 year anniversary.
Sorry.
It's nearly our 1 year anniversary of doing these.
Holy crap.
Like, I think we're still like 6 weeks off or something, but it's getting close.
Yikes. But yeah, I think it works because the tarot cards have such like the imagery in them is so powerful.
Mm,
And there is, the decks. We've got like different decks, but within
yeah.
the decks there are so many cards. So like we have had a few repeat cards, but it's rare.
Not often. Yeah, it's not often. Okay, so we've got 5
Nine of
minutes on the
Swords.
clock. 9 of Swords, there it is again. Just beautiful. I could keep looking at this all day. Those colors. Oh, okay. 5 minutes. Starting now. Ooh. That was good. Oh, hello, Julie. I did this much journaling.
Oh, very good.
I feel really good.
I got distracted partway through. So you can see that I didn't get my usual sort of full column.
Oh, yes, yes.
But that's okay. One of the things I got distracted was looking up the Nine of Swords in the Wild Unknown, because I had a feeling that it is one of my worst cards usually. And I was right, it is. So
well, it is usually. I don't know why the energy on this one was so beautiful, though.
Yeah. I think it was the sort of vibe of like freeing yourself from worries rather than kind of being subjected to them, which if you look, if you want to share the link that I just shared, it takes you to the Wild Unknown card, which is probably needs a trigger warning. It is scary, basically. But
oh, wow.
Very different, right?
Stunning. But yes, very, very different feeling. Hold on, let me just copy it over. Amazing. Yeah, so this one is focusing on the anxious thoughts and the worries. I think the one in the movie tarot is, letting yourself free from them. Being at peace with your own mind. Epic.
And here, I promise the Weird Al cover of Royal.
Right.
Here it is. So for after the stream, people.
Will not listen to it now. I didn't mention this, but I this week did an unusual sort of course for me. It was something called the Millionaire Author Challenge, and it was a lot about manifesting, which I don't really believe in. But there was still something really useful in it, which was about changing the way you think so that you're not kind of focusing too much on the negative thoughts, but thinking to yourself, what if I did succeed, and kind of practicing thinking about how it would feel. And I've found that really, really useful. So I think that's a really interesting parallel to those two cards, because, you can just focus on the negative, but you can also kind of open up your mind to possibilities, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's really important to have that balance.
Yeah. I'm definitely more prone to worry and anxiety, so it's good for me to practice doing the other thing.
So this is really interesting. In my little brainstorm here, gave myself the question, how can you free yourself from the power of your worry/anxiety? And I realized I'd forgotten to take my meds this morning.
Oh, no.
Going to do that later today. But the other thing that I realized was I have always been a worst case scenario person. When something even goes a little bit wrong, my mind immediately jumps to like complete disaster. And in the past, I have coped with this by like taking that worst disaster and coming up with a plan. And just having a plan makes me feel better. Now, in the Certificate of Small Business and Project Management, which Julie and myself have taken, next week I'm doing my final presentation, so it will be the last week, and you will not hear me talk about this course anymore. But we had to do risk analysis and risk assessment as part of the course and come up with like plans for each scenario. And I was like, wow, I'm kind of already doing this. And I think this is actually probably a really useful tool for writers that perhaps a lot of people don't know about or don't realize they're already doing.
So in addition to that, my counselor suggested, because she knows that I am always thinking of the worst possible scenario, so if you notice yourself doing that, try thinking of the best possible scenario and try and give that as much time. And then if that's too hard, just think of an average scenario. Just like, it's not that good, it's not that bad. what would that play out like? Which is also another really interesting mental challenge for considering how things will go, and probably also useful for your course.
Yep.
Okay, here's my terrible planning.
Awesome.
What am I up to? There. Okay.
So for this first sprint, since I'm so behind schedule for today, I'm actually just going to plan my day, and because I have to do a lot of things to move out of this house. So I want to make sure I don't forget any of those
Good idea.
things. So I will be planning and then hopefully do it writing.
Excellent. I'm going to jump back into a visit to Misselthwaite Village.
Yay.
Which I probably need to cross-reference with what you sent me, actually. And then should be what I'm doing. I don't know why I said in then. Okay, 20 minutes sprint starting now. Spoon. First sprint done.
Yeah. So I made my to-do list and crossed the first thing off, which was sort of organizing stuff with my family. And although we did not come to a decision on thing I was organizing, I have started the ball rolling.
That's
So
good.
Sadly, I also realized that I have a lot of things to do today, and I don't think writing is going to be one of them, which is annoying. But yeah, sometimes that's what's happened. That's what
true.
happens.
That is true. Well, I got, how much did I get? I was slightly distracted. Switching back and forth from your chapter, which describes the village, to make sure that I'm not contradicting you at all. 415 words, so pretty good.
That's really good.
Trying to think of all the things that get sold in a general store in Victorian rural England.
That is lots of fun.
Oh my gosh, we must be getting some kind of fly over here. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can't see anything. but I definitely heard that. I assume that was for ANZAC Day. Although, I don't know where they would be doing anything. Oh, probably over in the Domain, which is not so far from here. Yes, jars of things. That's what I need to put in. Jars. Right. Yes, good. Oh, how did that happen? Accidentally added a numbered list into my.
Oh, hey, 313 words. I love the symmetry of that number. I'm working on rewriting book 3 in my young adult fantasy series. That sounds fascinating.
Young adult fantasy is so big on TikTok right now. So big. That and anything by Colleen Hoover. Anyway, you don't want to hear about TikTok. Let's jump into our second sprint. I will check my TikTok and get back to writing.
Yep. First thing on my to-do list is eating veggies because I've got to clear out the frozen food that I've brought with me. So apologies for eating on the stream, but you know, you got to do what you have to do.
You have to, and veggies are good for you. All right. 20 minutes starting now. I looked over just as the alarm counted down to 0.
Nice.
So that is our second sprint. I once again got distracted this time looking up flowers because of course I did. Let's see. But I got 386 words, which is still good.
Mm-hmm.
How did you go on eating vegetables?
I still have vegetables left to eat, but I made myself a coffee and I got out my course book and have started reading a chapter in preparation for tonight.
Very nice.
Yeah, even though it's ANZAC Day, there is a class happening tonight. I haven't decided whether or not I'll go to that or one of the other time slots this week, but it'd be nice to have the option of going.
Okay. Oh, I've got some little wax eyes outside my window. Oh,
lovely.
Our big tree, which is actually on the road, really, at this time of year produces cones, and those cones produce little red seeds, like berries, I think, that the birds just love. So we've got a whole flock of sparrows eating them, and they've brought wax eye friends, which is very sweet.
Yes.
And there's a blackbird up in the tree as well. Oh.
So AGM
Birds.
We host these on the weekends, New Zealand time, which is Friday and Saturday if you're in the States. This is Monday in New Zealand, so this is an unusual time slot for us simply because today's a public holiday here. And most of our streams are actually hosted on my channel. So if you search on YouTube for Gillian St. Kevin, you'll find us. I have scheduled next weekend sprints, but I haven't sat down and actually scheduled the rest of May's sprints.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, May. It's come up quick. Yeah, so at least 2 times a week, and the ones on my channel tend to be the bonus extra ones as I'm feeling it. But I've not got a contract job at the moment, so I'm trying to do them more often so that I get things done.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you subscribe to both of us, then you'll get the
notifications when we have the streams.
Oh, and we've also got a Discord if you feel like joining that, where we always share the streams, and there's just a really nice community of people, writers and people who aren't writers. We just chat every now and then, and anytime we do a sprint, it's in there. So it's a good way to keep it quick.
And yeah, Billy, it is lovely to have birds around outside as you're working. When I took George for his walk this morning, we passed the school and there was, I can't identify it. I know it wasn't a bellbird because there aren't bellbirds in this city suburb, but it was a very beautiful, beautiful bird song. And it made me really happy to hear it because, one, it was a lot nicer than George, the sound. Two, I think normally we wouldn't hear it because on a Monday morning it would be pure chaos at the school and there would be tons of traffic around, and but it was just beautiful, peaceful, and the birds were really enjoying the morning.
That's lovely.
Yeah, sorry that you got laid off, AGM, but hopefully there's a new opportunity for you.
It's usually how these things go, is something else comes along at some point. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Maybe it's not a wax eye. Maybe it's like a yellow hammer. Very pretty, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm going to stop staring at birds. Let's jump back into another sprint.
That's fantastic. Oh, AGM, sorry, before we go, if you are following Devon Cutting on YouTube, you will already be aware of this, but if not, look for him. He creates playlists of all different writers who are hosting writing streams on YouTube, and it's fantastic. Outside of these streams, when I'm looking for company, I just go to Devon's channel, look for his playlists, and look for whoever is live at the moment.
Have you got a link to that? Because I'll happily share it.
I will go and find a link now.
Cool. I will jump back into, let's start the sprint again because we're running a bit late.
Whoops.
So it's all right. We've both been chatty. All right. 20 minutes starting now. Right. Third sprint down. You are muted.
I've made more progress with my reading and with my vegetables.
Excellent. I got 482 words.
That's really good. Just 7 more pages.
You got me.
So
I was up. Sorry, you
go.
I was up later than expected last night because some friends came over and we solved a cold case murder mystery game, which was very fun but quite frustrating at the same time.
I'm glad that you persevered and were able to, I assume, solve the mystery in the end.
We did, although I had a theory about the motivation and it turned out to be completely wrong, but it didn't mean like it was the right person and the right instant, but the motivation was incorrect. But that's okay. You don't need to have everything quite right.
Yeah. Shall we jump into our fourth and final stream?
Yep. Just sharing that playlist link that you put in private. There you go.
Awesome.
All right. Last stream, I might switch from writing to planning because I haven't done that for this week and I actually haven't done it for a few weeks. Oh, Billy's head now has a nose. That's excellent.
Wow.
Progress.
Exciting.
All right. 20 minutes starting now. Hey, Richie. What's wrong? right. Last print done. I got lots of good planning in.
Yeah.
Feel like I've got much for the week.
I have just one more page ready to use. Unfortunately, the dryer finished and that's spent, but my sheets are not dry. So I still have to wait before I can make the bed.
Yeah.
But I did a few other things so I could feel a little bit more in control.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It does go fast, Billy. It's every time it's surprising.
Yeah.
I think it's a good sign. I think it means we're in the flow.
For sure.
I need to catch up on my journaling for the past few days. And I've only got a couple of pages left in my journal. This is my journal.
Oh, that's wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful moleskin one that I got in Japan. And the end papers are Pikachu.
Yay.
I've only got a couple of pages, so I might finish that off now and then get some lunch. But thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you got lots of stuff done. Oh my gosh, AGM got 1,000 words today. Yes.
Holy crap. Wow. That's
fantastic.
Brilliant. Go
So good.
you.
Especially since you joined, like, not at the start.
That is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you're able to find another writing stream that you vibe with and can continue this amazing streak.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So I'm going to say goodbye because one of the things I need to do is pack up my monitor and my computer.
Yes. Good luck with getting all the things done today, Gillian.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah, we will be back next weekend. So I look forward to seeing you again then. Yeah, have a good one, everyone.
All right. See you later.
Bye.